Hi guys, Yolan here. Today we're back for another video. As you saw a long video today, I'm going to play and also the same time talk about a lot of things. So it's going to be an uncut video. At the beginning, there will be some lag going on, but it's going to be okay at the end. Okay, King 6 off here. It's defending against Twix. So yeah, I'm going to talk a lot about techniques, but also um, I want to talk about everything, summarize my year a little bit, and talk a bit less about poker in this video, and also do less cuts. So I have less pressure about King 6 here. I'm going to check having less pressure about like editing works and stuff because I will talk about it, of course. So yeah, on the turn, I think with Ace King we'll do like way bigger sizing. So I'm going to raise directly here. And it's really smart to size Ace King this way, but I think people would just size bigger. So yeah, I'm just going to bluff raise all the time. Yeah. So let's start to talk a little bit. The thing I must say at first is I'm going to do some coaching next year. I plan to take around 6 students at first. So the thing I propose is between 1 month, you have access to my WhatsApp, so you can send me like every ends you want. You choose the number of hours you want to do in a month, and so you contact me. You tell me, or actually, basically tell me your offer. So how much coaching you want to do? Do you want the like 24 hours chat option with me, like when you can send me questions and ends unlimited. Um, and so you choose. You tell me an offer, basically. So you tell me the price, and also you can present yourself a little bit. You can introduce yourself a little bit, and after that, I will choose the profile. I jack off here. I'm going to call. So yeah, let's talk about what I plan next year. I'll talk for my grind, for my like personal life, my also goals outside of poker, my goal in poker, my goal with the YouTube channel, extra, extra. So yeah. Ace Jack here. I'm going to call with this end. Most people arrange bets on this flop, so I don't really incentivize to call to raise with Ace Jack. I actually prefer to call and let the air region in his range. I really hope the lag is going to be fine here because I don't really want to do the 2 hours video again. Or probably I'm going to cut at the middle just to be sure I didn't lose 2 hours of my life. Ace Jack here now. I think I just need 2 bets. I don't have too many bluff and Percy regions, so for me the best size is just really small. Um, I think when I do one blind, so I value ins like pocket pair and queens all the time, and he might raise some ace jack here, and he can also call the king eye region. So when he raises an ace, I can actually re-raise to make fold a split, and I don't need to raise a big sizing to do that. So I don't have to isolate myself against pocket eights. That will be there significantly. Sometimes I can jam depending on the raising sizing. If I guess he has no eights on a specific sizing, but I need to be really careful on this type of read because when my real not correct, then it's actually really bad. Good enough here facing 2 recreational players, going to open. Pocket four is the same here. We have a huge recreational player in the big blind. You need to adapt your pre-flop ranges to who is at the table. That's why like pocket fours against full regulars, I'm not going to open it. But when there is a guy in the big blind, I'm always going to open. And facing such a small 3-bet, this hand is absolutely never fold. King Queen 9 here, I'm going to bet small. I don't mind checking back. I think betting small is better against a crucial player here. Pocket 4 now, I think it's just a fold. The 3-bet range here is too oriented towards strong aces and aces, so like no way forces a call here. I need too many information to do this call. Queen 9, he tanked for a while. I think on the king is actually better to check now. Because they have a plan. On the 4, I'm gonna bluff. Tongue check is really not ideal. No, it's just a fold. I think but check bet works better with this hand, especially when he tank for his life. I think it's better to check, so like against all close to all sizing, you can raise on the river. Mm. So let's summarize my year a little bit. First I want to talk about. I mean, we have the YouTube channel, we have the grind. You know what? Let's randomize. Okay, so if the hour is pair, I'm going to talk about the YouTube channel, and if it's unpaired, I'll talk about something else. It's unpaired, so I'll talk about my grind. Look at king queen off here. I'm gonna fold. King jack. I don't know what this tag means. I'm going to free bet that. Obviously, really lose free bets, but this guy in the big blind again, and this guy, I think he has the tight tag, so I don't expect any forward bluffs, which means the EV of my hands are going to improve in position because I have a higher equity realization in this line. King jacks obviously check, and nothing else to do here. You really don't want to bet fold you in. And on the turf facing half pot here, I'm not sure if like ace king is actually going to bet half pots. It seems he has a lot of random a6 here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to raise really small. If he re-raise, I'm folding because it's 2 per plus. And if he's calling, then I can value bet the river more clearly. So I think my end's playing better this way. I think when he has 2 per, he's at least going to think about it. So I'm gonna value bet. I think jamming is a mistake because if you start folding too much the a6 region, I'm just going to bet against the better end. And in this scenario, like Davy drops significantly and then the value bet is terrible. So I'm going to do something like half pot, and I don't think he's folding an ace ever. So yeah, I'm gonna do half pot here. And if he jams, things to fold. He fold directly. Okay. I like my line here. Yeah, the leg is really tilting. I asked for a computer at Christmas, but it didn't came. So I'll just buy one myself. King Queen here. Obviously a fold against a free bet from an unknown in this pool. You can call this because against like an opponent playing decently, this end is like not a really high EV call of 4 bet. And ace8 is a call here against his size. Shouldn't range bet queen 5-3, and if he is, you call this type of hand. On the turn, actually I don't mind calling here because I think most players here have all the jack 10, 10 9, king jack, often afraid to pull the third barrel, and he doesn't really have better hands than ace 8. He will only have ace 9, ace 10, so this is obviously like really easy to fold in theory, but I expect way too many hands play this way by the pool, and also I don't expect them to put the free barrel enough. So then if it happens, I have a really high equity utilization with my hand. So I'm going to go that showdown super often, and in these specific scenarios, and my call is actually printing money. And when he has a balanced range, the call is bad, but it's not that bad. Like it's just bad. It's just like you lose money, but it's not like tremendously bad. Yeah, so let's talk about migrant. Maybe it's better actually to play on one table now. I was happy to believe the year I had. Yeah, just let me focus here. I'm gonna call with sixes. I was thinking about something else, not about folding sixes. That's cool. I checked super fast here. It's probably a mistake. I think lead is better because if I lead 2 blinds, he's calling everything and he's raising the overpairs, but he's going to raise them a bigger sizings than the sizings I do when I check. So it's actually easier to go broke. Especially because only with 2 or 3, I don't really present a good end. So actually 3 is better. I'm gonna jam now. He's always calling an overpair, I guess. I would like to tank because it says to them I have a tough decision, and nobody's going to fold more, but a lot of people are going to call more with a plan to fold. So yeah, let's jam and see what happens. It's okay if folds something like jacks, for example. I think it's the only end will fold. Coins will never fold, and nines tens have the redraw, so I don't expect Zen to fold. I don't expect enough like king queen off play this way, putting enough money in the pot on the turn and the river. So you really need to jump here. Ace queen now. Again, this guy. I'm going to bet small. You should have some check on this ball also. It's okay to play this as a range bet. Ace queen on the turn. I value bets the ace queen here. I think I'm just going to check and value bet the river and call the river if he bets. Jack 10 here against free bet. I'm going to go with the aggressive 4 bet here. And ace queen now. I'm going to value bets. Like this hand is strong enough to value bets. You should block. Maybe he's going to fold too much. But should really bet everything beats me. So I'm not really sure. I'm gonna bet one blind here. I don't think people bluff raise because the range they can bluff raise with are actually betting the river. So yeah, I think I just have enough value here. You call with king four, okay. Yeah, finally I can talk about my event. So I was actually quite happy about the year I had. I stopped playing on 5 KNL in January, like on GG. I continue to play Ice Stakes live and also online and Club GG mainly. And it went pretty well for me. I mainly play 1K, 2K this year and a bunch of 400 NL, 600 NL. So a lot of months I didn't put too much volume. So some months I did great volume on. I did the Bankroll Challenge this year in April. It's the first time publicly I was like speaking a bit about my results. And I announced it at the beginning of April that I'm going to do a Bankroll Challenge. There were like two things I wanted to do. Is like 50 to 10,000, but actually I think this one is not. It's just too boring for me. So I decided to do like 5 to 30K in 1 month, and this is a really weak sizing. From my experience, like this sizing has not in there. So I'm going to raise, but like there is like decent chance I'm going to get raised here. Jack 4, I'm going to bet. So probably I'm going to play one table. Actually, it's way easier to talk. Yeah, I think I'm right. I should have folded this. But if he's really weak, then pulling is better. A Chinese guy who's smart, I think he has a good end. Jeez. No, okay. Yeah, that's why I'm actually raising. Sometimes I have like a belief on one sizing, but sometimes you need to think about what's my EV when I'm wrong, what's my EV when I'm right. And here, when I'm wrong, I'm losing, but when I'm right, I'm winning super often. 9-7, I'm gonna fold. Ace 9 here, I'm going to put the big sizing. On this flop, I'm going to play quite an exploitative, an exploitative strategy on this board because I don't expect people to raise me enough, call enough like 2%. So once I call, I can bluff massively here. 10-4, I'm going to call. This is always a call against 2x here. Shouldn't fold this. And Queen 8 off is the same against cut off 2x. This end should be a call. That's close. So yeah, I did this and I succeed. I did more than 38,000 in the months, playing Club GG, Winamax, GG just a little bit. So yeah, quite happy about it. After that, I played a little bit. I went to Cambodia in July. I lost like tens of thousands. I'm just getting scammed there for the second time. I was scammed in Philippines, 81,000 in a private game already. So I think it's the end of Asia, end of Asia for me. It's not totally the end. Like I'm currently learning Chinese. It's one of my main goals outside poker this year. I'm just going to do 2 hours per day lesson and talk in Chinese most of the time. And I think it's not going to be difficult. You just need disciplines and consistency. It's actually the same as poker. like there's a lot of similarity between learning a language and learning poker, and yeah, that's why you need that. King five, yeah, it's a fold. Yeah, it's a fold. Yeah. So after that, I continue to play, and I just play less than the last year, and just play just regular grind. It's way more easier than playing 5K. It's way less stressful. Win rates are way higher, and also the like win rate per hour is way higher because a lot of people don't see is actually 10,000 ends in 5K NL is probably around 60 or 70,000 ends of regular tables. Just because you need to wait for tables, sometimes I'm just on my computer for like several hours. So at the end, I was like, okay, I can like play 5K, have some maybe big swings, and I didn't see like too many benefits. Yeah, I can do video in 5K and people can see I play 5K, but I don't really need that. So I was like, I'm going to focus more on my win rates, on the volume, and yeah, well, I will come back later when it's more the time for me to play 5K. Um, so I decided to quit, not because I feel I didn't have the level to. I really convinced I have the level to win. I don't have the level of the top five in the world for the moment. But with like a decent works, really something you can achieve. So I was like, no rush. I will come back later, and that's fine. If it's not the right time. Um, yeah, Queen Jack here. I also wanted to buy a flat, so if wait, what am I going to do with Queen Jack? I'm going to call. My squeeze are less effective right now because of my nickname. I'm gonna fold Queen Jack. King Juice. I'm going to open. So yeah, I'm going to get back to 5K next year because now it's kind of the opposites. I'm actually asking myself like, why am I interested to play 400 2K NL? Like I can do videos and that's all. Because at first it's cool limits to play because it's high and you can win a lot and it's like stimulating intellectually, but it's been 6 years I'm in poker, so it's kind of start to sound a bit boring. That's why I'm doing live games. I played a big game 1 month ago for 1 month straight in Aix-en-Provence, and I did a real flush, by the way. A pocket first really close. I'm going to call. So usually this is not a really good call, but I expect people to be way too passive in this situation, and I expect my plus equity we forced to be good enough to call. And also the setting is only 2.2, so this is just a standard call actually. If it was 2.5 and call, I would have folded. So. Yeah, and I think for the grind summarize as well. So yeah, I will just come back. I need to. So this didn't start to raise. This guy range bet on this board, by the way. I'm gonna raise. It's cool because I'm going to raise so much random ends. It's cool to add some 10x. And usually in theory, like if he doesn't range bet and he play like a good strategy with two sizing and check, this one is in the call and you start raising king 10x 10. But I like to raise with this hand. And on the turn now, let's see what he does. I'm going to call. And this and is really close on the river. Like you might think, okay, it's just a call and check, but it does people bluff enough in this spot because he only has like king queen, and some like king jack queen jack he might have, but might be in the checking region. And now it feels a lot like pocket per AV. And now I lose against the jack. I don't think he has a really strong end play this way. I think he's size up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bet 3.5 big blind or 3 big blind is fine. So I can get value from 5, 6, pocket 7, pocket 8, pocket 9, and that 10, 9, 10, 8. And when he raised now, he's going to raise the jack X region. It might fall against the jam. So Yeah, I lose against king 10, but I don't lose too much. And if he has king 10 ace 10, he has 10 9. Also, ace 10 maybe in the bigger sizing, depending on his strategies. So he will have all the 10 9, 10 8, and all the pocket pairs. So because I think his turn sizing is unbalanced toward weak Sholon value ends, I like to play this way. So I really like my move. I just don't really like the fact that he had king 10. But yeah, nothing to do in this one. Also, I believe ace 10 can size bigger. So yeah, just a bit unfortunate. But we didn't lose too much. And also now when he has a jack, so the problem with the check raise is you don't value the like merge region as say like it's 4, it's 5, 6. Even if you can raise against the jack, but now when I do this sizing, I expect people to raise over jack. And after that, I can re-raise because I'm confident enough he doesn't have straight and sets in this time. Going to free bet jack 9. So that's it for the grind. I'm doing some theorist works right now, and I should come back in 5KNL in 2 months. I'll not stream it because streaming it requires way too much concentration and energy. So I'll do videos on it, and yeah, and now I'm more stimulated toward like high stakes and like playing with the best and just showing people I can kick their ass basically, but not too much in term of money. That's why. Otherwise, I would just continue playing like 400 to KNL. But as said, I played a lot of poker, and I feel it start to like I really need to play I. Otherwise, I'm not incentivized to play. With Jack 9 now, I think Sen is not really a jump. I feel he doesn't have a super strong end. Um, I'll go for it. I don't block King Jack off here, so yeah, I'm just going to jump. Pocket tens. I'm going to. Hmm. This bot is really tough to play. Actually, I'm gonna check. Yeah, I think checking is better. I go with King 10 off. I think the bet on the river is fine. Like I don't really have like so bad blockers for pretty, and yeah, if the if the bet is good with like Jack 9 without Hertz, it's going to be good with Jack 9 with a Hertz against a human. And I follow I don't know for liquidity because I think this type of timings are in general quite weak. But I don't know if people have enough the weak region like a queen, for example, and because if it's too much kings oriented, it's really a good idea to bluff. Pocket tens now. I'm going to check. And I lose. No, I win against 5. Okay, that's a weird play. I don't think I can value bet the river now. My range represent too strong. And I don't really want to bet for my ends, and his range is heavily towards pocket pairs, so I think it's a good check back. King free suited cheers, the bottom to call. Again, I'm okay with doing like loose call like this because I can just free bluff them, so I'm fine. I can just bluff them a lot, is what I want to say. King free now, he bet this sizing. I'm gonna go for it actually again. Like this guy is a really weak range, and when I raise in this spot, it's going to be in trouble with overpairs. Actually, it's probably better to raise smaller, so this guy call and fold more. And when I raise like 6.5, this guy call overpairs. And when we play freeway on the turn, I can bluff because I know that when I raise small, this guy often has overpairs that called. And when this guy call again, he's often having a draw or weekend, so I can just bluffing in the two guys. And because there's are going to be two, I'm going to fold a bit more. Going to fold. Play smart here. He has a good YouTube channel. I'll put you the link. His video are good, so yeah, advise you his channel. So let's talk about the channel. What a great I forgot the war. I'm tired. I'm going to call 6-4. Great transition. Yeah, great transition. So about the channel, I'm quite disappointed about the channel, like what I did this year. It's not about like not growing too much in terms of followers. Not really this. It's more about Like the people I worked with, I was really disappointed overall, except Cohen show. Worked with them at the beginning of the year. It was cool. Otherwise, this was often terrible. I was extremely disappointed. I trust people too fast. I pay them one, like early start to mess up. And the YouTube channel is a big word for me because I'm quite, I'm putting a lot of rigor in the video, like things to put, things not to put, etc. And it's not about like end selecting. I don't really select ends. If ends are boring, I don't put them. That's why you don't see too many flips in my video because if end is just jacks against safe skin preflop, like we don't really care. Or I just put them if there is something to talk about. For example, sometimes I just let them, but yeah, that's not the point in here. I'm going to check again with pocket eights now. I want to let him the zero equity and region with like king queen, queen jack, etc. I don't think he called enough the ace queen region, so I just want to let him bluff. I'm going to tank for my wall life and call, just to represent some ace king, and I want him to bluff on the river. Yeah, let's do that. Please bluff. Okay, I think it's a good one. In general, people don't bluff these spots. Wow. He checked back a six. No, this is a massive blunder. Like the only hands I have played this way is pocket eight. Oh, wow, this is a crazy. Maybe he saw my card like money taker again. Jesus Christ, what is this check back? This is unbelievable check back. I mean, I pocket eight, so well done, mate. Um, yeah, so I was really disappointed. There are a lot of things you don't see. For example, when I have a video, there's a lot of cuts and editings going on, and I need to always check. You can play polar here in sevens and check super often. I need to check everything, which is not a problem, but I need to check them like all the time, and this is a problem. I'm going to bet king. It's really good board for me overall. You're going to bet a lot. Look at seven on turn. I'm going to check. And the problem is I wasn't strict enough with people, so like they were doing things without rigor, and yeah, this was just not good. I was spending too much time. Sometimes, for example, for the 15 video I did, like finding new move or something, it requires me. It required 14 views of the video, but this is literally unreal. Should not even happen. Pocket King is really bad bluff catcher. We are blocking all the bluffs here. Do I want to blur phrase this? Nope. King 9 off. Actually, really close again because it's 2x open. I can't bluff this guy super often. Especially this guy, because if he check back 7-6, mystery is really tight and I can bluff him a lot. It's I can't be sure about this statement, but actually I think quite accurate. So yeah, I was quite disappointed. So the quality of the video were less. It was not that good in my opinion, and so every time I had to check for the videos for like an unlimited amount of time. I wanted to take advance of videos. It's something I failed to do because I don't know. I give a video 15 days ago. It's not done, and I need to be like always behind the. Is I think my eyes too much. I need not to touch it. And yeah, it just got me frustrated because it's the same thing over and over and over. And for the 25 NL video that worked, yeah, it worked. But how many times they watch this and say, okay, you need to cut that, or like you need to remove this, or yeah, when I repeat something, you need to cut. I can't because it's my English. Sometimes I repeat words. I don't want people to listen that now improved and still improving. I don't want people to listen when I say something 3 times before saying it. Like for example, I do this type of repetition. I don't want people to just to have like a better video quality, and like this is not done. And for example, in the 50 NL video, I had a friend next to me, and at some point he was like making me in focus, and I say something in French like just let me alone, something like this, but more more spicy. And in the video, you can just listen tu me pètes les couilles, which means like you put me in a tough spot. I mean, it doesn't mean this, but I can't really traduce because you can't say bad words in on YouTube. I'm going to free bet this, and now we've 8-4. Gonna force look value maybe to me. Mm. So yeah, it added up a lot of frustration, and I didn't grow the way I wanted. And as you saw, it's not about like subscribers, because I know how can I do contents to have more subscribers, and it's not really my goal. But if I can have more professional, as just I really need to stop touching it. Uh, if I can have more subscribers, like quality subscribers, like pros and stuff, I'll be happy. And it's not something I had too much actually this year. And also because the videos works, I know them. It's like 5 channel video. Um, but I always refuse to like do video to like playing 5K just to do video, because I don't want to like do 2 sessions to play and like post like the whole year in 5K now with only playing for the feeds. So yeah. And yeah, for the next year, I'm going to that's going to be one of my biggest focus. My YouTube channel, because I have one in France also. And the goal would be to have at least content I can release and have at least 1 month of advance. And it sounds crazy, and I already say this. I probably have between 30 and 40 videos are just waiting to be edited. And I know this whole thing, the only responsible guy, it's me, basically. I'm the one who messed up. So uh, this guy opened freaks before. Yeah, I think yes. I'm going to free bet. I don't mind calling with tens. And ace king now. Oh Jesus. I'm gonna fold. Yeah, this is always a fold actually. No way I can call that. Because the problem is his range is like aces, kings, queens, ace king. Like in this range, I have a call. But if it starts to raise only kings and aces, the call is absolutely terrible. And because of the position, I think it's a good fold. A bit tight, but it's actually a good fold. Because in the scenario where like, he's too tight, maybe he's just terrible. Yeah, that's about it. And for the YouTube channel, for example, the thing I want is having like a more modern editing. And the whole point is on me. I need to recruit people better. I need to organize things better, extra. So yeah, I'll do the work. And for example, when I see someone like Solocosta doing a channel, I think he started this year. I mean, I just got absolutely crushed in terms of of subscribers, and that's fine, just well done for him. But I'm like, yeah, I'm grading. I put a lot of effort in the YouTube channel. I want it to be successful, and it was not really the success I wanted to have. Anyway, I'll talk a bit more about things that are more interesting. Actually, I'm going to call. I'm not really happy with the turn call, but I need to do it. And on the river, I'm going to. I don't know. Just feel like over persevere. I'm not sure if you fold if I jump. Yeah, I'm gonna fold. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna lose against. I'm gonna lose against jacks. Like jacks, page up clubs. Oh, it was yeah. That's why on the turn I didn't say it, because I think it was not really important. But half pot is kind of weird. Like I feel Jack's going to Queen's is going to size bigger on the turn. So with these elements, you can fall more on the turn. But I just felt the lines will three bet often bigger and pre-flop. But yeah, just got owned. King Queen here. I'm gonna raise. gonna four bet here. Can four bet a bit bigger, especially as deep here. Yeah, he fold. I don't think this sizing like particularly strong, and the reason why I four bet more is because as a stack at the stack depth, you should actually is he a recreational player? Yeah, so I'm going to squeeze here. As a stack depth, if you look at the turtle range, he should five bets a lot in position, which is not something he's going to do. So my equity realization improves. Yeah. Yeah. So I talked about the YouTube channel. So I squeeze with Queen Jack. I'm to bet it's a trivial squeeze. If this guy is a wreck because he's not going to find enough four bets, and if it's the case, then like it's mandatory free bet because you over realize your equity, and then because you play against this guy, you're often going to see the flop plus the turn in the river. And unfortunately, he did a really weird move. I don't really think it's a 10, but like nothing I can do with Queen Jack. So I'm gonna fold here. Show Jack. No, he didn't show anything. Okay. Yeah. So about outside of poker goals, I want to have a better English. So I took pronunciations lessons. I'll do it again, and being more consistent also because I just missed way too much sessions. Sometimes I was playing, I was like, I don't want, so I just send the message, I can't. And I do this too much. And for Chinese, I start a lot. In November, I stopped for 1 month playing live. I've focused on live mainly. It's really one of my main goals next year. So I might go to like Macau or Chinese also. Doing some holidays in Chinese just to yeah, just to know Chinese a bit more. King Queen off here. I'm going to gonna call. Yeah. Mm, okay. So in this spot, something really fun in this spot. I'm gonna fold. You call King Queen of Hearts, but you fold this in and you call the suits, and you need to explain me why. And if you all right, um, well done. Yeah, well, that's the only thing I would say. Pocket fall now on this flop. I'm gonna bet big. I'll start to bluff with this in. And I'm going to fall against raise 2G. So yeah, learning Chinese, opening a YouTube channel in Chinese. So like a small one. I'm not going to do too much work on it, but just to say, like I speak Chinese well enough to have a YouTube channel video and not like translate it. Not using like voice translation. I just want to have one when I can speak Chinese well. For the moment, my accent is decent. I do a lot of pronunciation work. So yeah, and after I will do the words. In terms of memory competition, was quite depressing because my record actually was beaten by a Vietnamese girl. So congrats to her. Um, and yeah, I want to take it again. So I start to train a little bit. Because it's really tough to like do it again, stop for a moment. But yeah, it's also one of my goal is to beat it again next year. So I train every day. But the score is really high. I did 547, where the second score was 460. So just to say the advance I had, and she did 618, which is absolutely massive. It's tough to like make you visualize how massive it is. But like my record was the like best records in sense of difference between the first and the second. So pocket nines actually break even against big blind, especially if they don't free bet enough. Yeah, I'm going to call it. King Jack here. I'm going to free bet with this hand. Tux is in general weaker, and King Jack is trivial free bet here. And when they don't fall bet enough, this type of hands work really well as a free bet. Okay, I'm going to bet big, pocket nines. I'm gonna fold directly here. It's not a call. You call with a class without, it's not really good. I mean, you have the backdoor straight draw, so might be okay, but yeah, I don't really like calling this hand, especially against small lines, fine. Against big blind, I think the range is strong. 7-6, I'm going to call. So call against 2x. I mean, mixed. Depending on the rake. So yeah, I just lost it. I can come back, but yeah. So how can I do like a comparison? It's tough to do, but just my record was massive because I used all the techniques that I developed. I trained a lot for it and really happy with the result. And she did 618, where my best score is 611. But my best score is my best score in training. This is a score she did in the World Championships. So I was like, oh Jesus. Yeah, and nobody beats me otherwise. So I'm second, but still a bit tilting. I can't say again I'm like a world champion in Merogi images. So yeah, a bit tilting, but I'll come back. Queen 10, I'm going to check. Ace Jack, facing a big sizing here. I'm gonna raise. It reminds me of an hand I played in 5K NL. Why I absolutely pumped with his queen off. I was like 1 year and a half ago. 1 year. I think it was the biggest Q of 2022. Queen 10, I'm gonna size massive here. I expect too many folds. Yep. It's cool to raise with like non-ace clubs because you can represent nutted ends on clubs run out. And also, I don't think he has too many value ends actually, especially for his side, and especially because in his range he doesn't have too many of them. It's too many volume. It's not too much volume, and doesn't mean anything. Yeah. So I will come back to it. I want to beat the world record also. But this one is way tougher. I train really a lot for this one, and it's just feel I don't have any talent for it. So it's just basic work, and it's so frustrating. I don't know how many hours I put into it. I'm not even close to beat it. Really, not even close. And he was beaten in by an Indian guy. And yeah, but it's getting tougher and tougher. It's like everything. If you're not at 100% in something, you it's tough to be at the top basically. 7-6 here. It's a mix between call and raise. By the way, if he doesn't re-raise enough, you can check raise so much. I'm facing output from what I think is a tight guy. I prefer to call. And just I'm going to check. I don't like to check full. Jeez, why are you using this size? And I want to do something. I'm gonna fold, but yeah, nothing to do. So yeah, that's about it. But with like consistent training, I can beat it. And now let's talk about PLO, because for a lot of time I was not really attracted to the game, but I start to become attracted to the game. I don't know why. One time I just saw a video like, why not actually PLO? It's changing. Pocket 7 in this text size, just trivial fold. And yeah, I was like, okay, let's start. So I took PLO Mastermind from Ginandes. By the way, I think it's really the best play to learn PLO. It's just absolutely good. So if you want to play PLO, like just go there. Non-affiliate advice. Yeah. King Jack, I'm going to check three ways here. So I start to train a little bit to see if I liked it and to see if my training was something I can push. And I really have the motivation to play high in PLO. It's not really the money motivation. Of course, there is always money in the motivation when we play poker. But yeah, the game seems really simple when you have knowledge of all them. So when you have some knowledge. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. King Jack. So basically, with like strong sizing, I don't have any value because Koenig's bet on the flop mostly. from this guy, and this guy has some queens, but not the majority of his range. I'm gonna bet one blind, try to induce something. I don't know. Just please call. This is basically what this sizing says. Um. So what I was talking about? Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, I think next year I'm going to work a bit more on PLO, and if I see it doesn't take too much time, then the goal will be to play like 5k PLO in like 2 3 years. I don't see how can I'll see how can I transpose all them to PLO, and if it's uh well done basically. Ace Jack a bit small and Queen use free. I should make here against the wreck. I'm going to play the way I want. And on the 10, hmm, I think I prefer to bet small now because I really wants to get called by non-club ends that are weak, and I want to be raised by flushes. So I'm going to bet this size. And also, when you disarticulate your bet setting 10 plus river, sometimes people call more. So I'm fine with the size. I shouldn't be that bad theoretically. Also, like you should be close in terms of EVs. So yeah, we'll see for the PLO. I'm looking for a coach also. So if you play Ice Stakes PLO and you like to coach, you're good at it, just send me a message. Might be interested with your graph also, of course. Um, yeah, and about the coaching state, so yeah, I'm just going to repeat. It's really simple. So what I propose is you can have access to me and sending me all the links you want, all the message you want, and I'm gonna raise you for free. The range when he bets now is a bit stronger. It's probably better to call and bluff the river instead of like check raising. I don't expect enough like pocket sevens to bet now, so should be more careful. Yeah, no, it's a strong end. Um, so yeah, you like introduce yourself a little bit. Tell me how many hours you want in the month, and you tell me a price you think is fair and good. And if I say no, it's no, and if I say yes, we start working together. I'm going to do this at a large scale, just 5 6 people maximum. I already have 3 people, so yeah, but that's all actually. Ace Jack. I'm going to check. I think when I check on the turn because I was thinking about what I said and I play on the left. That's the only reason I check on the turn. There's no other reason. It's just not a good check. It's not really bad either because you're not going to have 2 street of value against weaker ends. It's going to be rare. So yeah. And now on the river, I think it's value betting Queen 10 this way. And 10 I might bet the turn. Plus you can bluff, so there's no way I can fold this. King 5, yeah, it's a call. Yeah, it's absolutely not a bad check on the turn. The thing I said is I didn't focus too much about it. So when you don't focus too much about and in general, you will do the mistakes. And now with his jack on the turn on the king, I don't like to bet because an ace is going to bet from himself and he's going to fold anything else. And on the river, I'm just going to bet one blind, try to get called by 6 Cs. But it's the same thing. Like I try to get called, but it's never call. Yeah, at least he called with king jack. That's cool. Um, yeah, I'll now start answer some questions you tell me. Do you have other stuff? Yeah, I want to focus more about like sports because maybe you can see it from my videos. I took some kilos, not so much. Like you can't really see it, but I see it on my face. The face I had in February was not the same. And I can see it on the balance. I didn't take 5 kilos, it's less, but it's just better for the health. And oh, I can I say it? Um, that's a big free bet size. Going to 4 bets. Oh, this is VPAP per for. Right. Jesus Christ. You win minions, you can do a soft. Gonna fold. I want to check what's the gap between VPP and PFR, because if it's high, it means he's calling too much in position. And usually people calling too much have a free betting region is too strong. So I'm never going to do anything with King Queen. But again, this sizing is not like that good. Theoretically, of course, it's a call, but in practice, it's not that great. Hijack, I'm going to free bet here. It's tweaks. I didn't have enough time to check it. Ace Jack, I'm going to. It reminds me of the check with 7-6. It's so crazy. He literally checked the straight. I think he didn't see he had the straight. This is really crazy. Ace Jack, I'm going to check. I mean, it makes sense. Like I can bet over pairs, and if he thinks I don't call with Ace Jack, he doesn't value anything. But it's so sick he didn't even think about it. He just snapped it off. Ace Jack, I'm gonna have to check fold here. Not my board. So yeah, just focus a bit more about my health, eating like better foods, and about relationship. It's a complicated topic because it's important for me to be around people I like, but at the same time, if I focus too much about my like more, I don't have the English word, but relations with girls basically. It tends to, the camera has some problem. It tends to defocus myself a little. I mean, whatever. I don't. You know what's not perfect. I don't care. Um, actually, I care, but I can't do anything else. Anyway, King 10 here. I'm going to bet big. Same thing on this board. It's like it's a suboptimal size theoretically with this specific end to do it all the time, or expects like straight and two pairs to raise too much. So compared to terrorists, now on the turn, I can bluff a lot. I'm going to size really big. Having a really big sizing is great because when I size this way, it represents a super strong end often. So expect two pairs and straight to raise most of the time, but he doesn't really have them so much. And expect him to fall to merge the river when I use this size on the turn. So when I tend to focus too much on this, it starts to be counterproductive for me because I focus less on my products. So it's tough. I had a girlfriend for 4 months. Yeah. By the way, I think I saw this. I told this already. I was with a girl at the beginning of the year, Russian girl, and oh, funny anecdote actually. I will not say her name and stuff, of course. I don't think she will see the video anyway. So I was with a girl. Let's say her name starts with an A. We'll say this. So Miss A, I was with her for a few months. I went to Dubai together and stuff. Okay. So yeah, basically I had one friend and he was in LA and he was looking for escorts and he just saw her. Like, so I was in Estonia with her and like she was in Los Angeles at 600 per hour. I mean, what the fuck? Yes, it was really like weird for me and surprising, but sometimes things happen. At least it was free for me. I need to see things positively, but yeah, it's obviously a bit sad because was a girl I was attached to. I didn't love her or anything, but it's just a bit sad to see this. I don't think you can be in a escort and be happy in life, to be honest. Uh, I don't know a single one. So yeah. Anyway, everybody makes their own choice, and yeah. Anyway, ace queen now. I'm going to check. Playing 3/4 check on this board mostly. And ace 10, I'm going to bet. Spot's really good for me. I'm going to bet all spots. Facing small sizing. So basically, if you stop too much, you can start raising more. And if it doesn't have a 4-bet, if re-raising region, then raise starts to be really great. And in most scenarios, what's going to happen is people is going to overstop, so you win a lot. If people stop like normally and they don't re-raise enough, you can check raise a lot. And if people start to call and fold too much on the turn, which is mostly going to happen, you also win money. So a lot of scenarios where the EV of the raise is higher compared to Turi, as well will use it. And if you understabs, then the raise costs you, but doesn't cost you so much. I mean, most of the time you're going to give up on the turn anyway. Good 6, I'm going to call. Check. On the turn, I'm going to bet this. Ace 9 against a big sizing. I can raise this sometimes. Actually, raise is cool. Now he's in top spot with Ace King and stuff. I really like the raise, blocking the 2 per region. Of course, you prefer to have like Ace 9 hurt because you block 9-7, but it's not a huge deal. And 6 is now, I'm just going to bet 1 blind, try to get called by Ace Jack or Ace 10 or Ace Queen. Ace Queen, Queen of Heart. No! I was so close. Queen of Diamond, okay. Jack 9, bet. I'm going to open this. Yeah, Jack 9, I'm going to bet. So, King Queen. It's a lose, but I know he's probably doing a video, so I'm like, let's be in the videos. That's cool. Okay, will not be in the end is boring and probably not be in the video. Take it, I'm gonna fold. I'll link his channel, by the way. Also, I did quite a few podcasts. I did one with Poker Ambition that will not be released because very unfortunately I was actually quite stressed, which usually don't really happen with stuff because I doing content often. But yeah, for numerous reasons, I was actually stressed and anxious. So you can't see it, but you can hear it in my voice, not in terms of like no, it's just in terms of my English is not good at all, and in terms of the image people perceive, it was really bad for me. Like, and you see it in my videos. I don't cut any ends. If I do mistakes, I don't care. But if I speak bad English, it means people can't see my video, or like they will always think, oh, this guy is the guy having a bad English, and it's not really something I want. Queen 6 here against 2x, it's a call, against 2.5, it's a fold. Oh, no, actually, it's close. Should be the boundary. And because this guy seems to be a bit tighter, I'm gonna fold. Yeah. 2.2, it's always a call. I think 2.5 might be a call, but yeah, it's the threshold anyway. So it doesn't matter too much. Ace Queen off. I'm going to bet 1 blind here. So I really need to get some rest. I just forget what I say. Ace Queen now. I'm going to call. I don't mind clicking. I played Stefan Burakov recently, and he did like weird re-raise clicked against me. You will see the video. I mean, it should have been released since I don't know how many days. Yeah, and I need to release. I have a ton of videos in 1K and I'll even in some 5K. I need to work on that. Ace Queen, I'm really not happy about it, but I'll still call. I'm going to call the river. He might have some value bet. He will have some value bets, but I think in general people tend to. Oh, wait, I'm going to focus because maybe I can bluff raise and not call. Okay. I don't know. Just a good sizing, GG. I'll ask him show for YouTube. I don't have enough time to think about it and like people sizing big when I can have any nuts in my range. I believe pocket 5 or something. No, he doesn't want to show. I think this is value EV. I think people bluff for such a big sizing. because it means to bluff without the ace of hearts. And I have all the nuts, like all the full house, yeah, all this flushes and stuff, like to put so much money when I can have so much combo of nuts. It's not bad. It's not a bad sizing, but a bit weird. Let me check for the light what we can do actually. I'll try something. Maybe now it's better. Oh, that's worse. Okay, wait. I need to buy another computer, another webcam. Jesus, why can't it work? Like, I don't even know what is happening right now. Why does it do that? If it's coming from the tight guy, I'm going to open. How many ends? As I can see, I don't know why it was a bug. I'm gonna forward stack that. Maybe if it's here. Oh Jesus, please. But I don't understand. You know what? Whatever. No, not whatever. It's just this is shitty. Can I put the other webcam? I think it's going to be the same. Wait, let me check. Yeah, the quality is bad. Oh, I'll talk about something interesting while I'm doing this. I stand small. King 4. I'm going to let's put this camera. Yeah. Let's put a better angle now. Wait. So yeah, I was talking about relationship. So yeah, after that I was with a girl for 4 months, was going well, but was kind of like unfocused myself, and if I like spend too much time with the other person, I was started to feel stressed because I didn't work on either my business or on my poker game. So it's tough to manage both actually, and I think there are times for everything, but yeah, I change often like my mood in this thing. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to fix this stuff. Also, I really hope it's not that bad. I mean, otherwise, it's gonna be a video where like I don't know what you think. So I'm chill. I'm just going to uncut the name of, of my friend, not to do any polemic. So yeah. About next year, I'm going to play in the EPT, UPT, E. Wait, yeah, it's EPT. I'm going to play the French EPT. I'm going to play to the Blave SOP also a little bit, and yeah, that's all. We're gonna play live a little bit. I like to play live games. I really like the game. You can win a lot playing high. Jesus, it's like being awake and just wait for 8 hours. And just I have always bad routines when we play live. I go to sleep late. I don't have so much disciplines for my routines. So yeah. Um. Okay. What about other calls? I don't spend too much money on like useless things. Like I have the same clothes since I don't know how many times. I really don't care about like appearance and stuff. I even like I bought a watch and was like, yeah, that's actually going to be cool for 2 weeks, and after I will not really care about it. and the game of like having a watch is actually endless, because if you have this watch, it means you couldn't buy the bigger one. I think it's a hand, and yeah, I mean, I understand people who likes watches because of like great objects, and it's cool to have one on your wrist, and also the main interesting thing is like the social status. But I just thought about it, and in the end, actually, I don't really care, so I just sold it, and yeah, but it was not really even like something I really bought, because I sold it at the same price. I mean, close to the same price. So yeah, A6 share I could have bet the turn, but yeah, and also you can bet 300% pot on this turn specifically, because it's about dynamic enough to do that. And on the river, I think I'm gonna bet, but small size. I'm going to explain why. Ace Jack, I'm going to bet. Okay, I got snap called here by the Queen Jack. Yeah, I don't really target this. I really like the small sizing because it's really tough for me to find bluffs, but I need to find non-natural bluff. And then in this sizing, he needs to bluff raise a lot, he needs to call a lot of pocket pairs, and I clearly target this type of region. And this is going to go false. So I like to play this move as an explode. And the end with a jack here, I just think I have enough equity to do this, but I was not focused enough. Like the setting on the river is not good. I need to size off, but yep. Less focused on this video. So yeah, about relationship, I don't really know, because sometimes I'm like, yeah, balance it's important. So yeah, let's go back to Estonia, let's go back with my ex. And sometimes I'm like, want to focus and become the best poker player in the world, so I need to work. And sometimes they say, oh, okay, we can do both, and sometimes I'm like, no, I can't actually. So really tough. I don't know. I'm a bit a fish with girls also. I'm actually really really bad. Like I don't understand dynamics, because sometimes in a specific situation with another girl, the optimal move is going to be completely different, and I'm not really good at analyzing it. I think it just requires experience, which I don't really have so much. So yeah, I'm absolutely really not good at all. And I remember, because my last date with my ex, like wait, I want to fold on turn. I'm gonna call, but I'm not really happy about it. I'm gonna bluff the river. Ace 10, I'm gonna jump, and Jack 8. Yeah, I'm gonna bluff. I'm gonna bet 3/4 here. I don't have really natural bluffs. I just feel I'm behind on the turn, so yeah, let's do this. He tanked with 2 pair, which is really good news, and now he jumps, so not too good news. So yeah, this end is really standard. You might say, yeah, he's size polar on the flop. He has land queening, so you have less fold equity on the river. That's true, but I don't have too many bluff ends. You see, he was close to fold, I believe. And on the left here, I play this and not focused. Yeah, it's not gonna be the best session. Ah, he check on the. No way. Okay, I thought he check on the flop. Yeah, I really like the move actually. I think on the turn, and I mean, if I start to bluff this hand on the turn on the reverse spin, I should fall on turn. I can't really fall actually. Falling is too weak, especially when I can bluff so many runouts. But like if they don't size like king 10 this way and only have overpairs, maybe it's just a fold. Sounds weird, but it's just how it is. And are they really going to bet like king 10 of clubs on this flop? Not sure. And on the river, the goal now is to make full overpairs, and because I don't have too many bluffs in this region, and I think it works well against shiny guys, which are in average smarter. I mean, in average, of course. You see more and more people playing 1K, 5KNL, world Chinese, and I think in 10 years there will be a way, way more Chinese stakes poker player. Yeah. So now, um, yep. So I don't know what to do. I need to think about it. I want to free bet. I want to be in the video. Beautiful. Um, Yes, sometimes I think the best advice someone give me, he tell me like just accept uncertainty and accept the fact that sometimes you want something that you will not want in 1 month. I think it's the best thing. But if you have better advice, I'll take it. I'm not even a fish. I'm a really whale. I honestly I can say like everything I messed up, and I think you will not even believe me. I did so much blunders, really. Um, he overbets, which is quite interesting. I'm going to call if this guy milked me GG, but I think he's always bluffing with his size. I'm going to explain why. So you might think, wow, he called and he was good, but he overbet and he didn't have too many bluffs in his special visions. That's exactly why I call, because the way people are going to think in this situation are like, I'm not saying it's bad thinking. I'm saying how he thinks, I'm going to think about the spot. Okay, it was it's Jack. Jack 4-4. He doesn't have too many bluff possible, and he did a big size, so fold. But I know he's never going to say it like this about me. Believe me, people are absolutely not balanced, especially at 200 NL. And he's absolutely never going to use citing as a value. And even if he does, it's okay, because when I'm right, I'm winning the entire pot here. Maybe it's just 33. So that's why I want to. That's just why I wanted to call in spots, and it works. And sometimes I will lose, sometimes I will be wrong, but it's okay because maybe when I'm okay, it's actually really hard. Yep. Look at fives here. I'm going to fold. Yeah, in coaching we do a lot of concepts I develop. Not talking too much on YouTube. The main reason why is because I want to. How can I say it in English? Um, I don't have the words, but basically, I want to explain it really clearly at ratings. Basically, rating a book about this, not really a book, but something describe it, the concept really deeply, and it's something that's really useful when you play. And yeah, I first really want to develop it before um, speaking about it on YouTube. Although many of them there are like EV distribution, discrepancy, BPA, BRICE, like Bayesian inference ponderation analysis, and Bayesian inference range analysis. But again, requires also a whole video where I need to do. I can do it actually. Just it needs it needs to be a lot of work, so it's going to take time. But for the moment, I don't want to like speak too much about it in uh in the video. It's something I already said by the way. I talk about it a little bit, and this concept I'm saying I always say it, but yeah, just to remind this to you. King Jack. I think this guy is still here actually. I saw some Chinese people doing this. I'm gonna bet, but yeah, he's here. Jesus. Okay, we check his king on his flop. I knew he was doing this. I mean, this is not fair, and it's great use of. It's absolutely not cheating for me. This is well played, but it shouldn't be allowed. Like GD should fix this, because it's just not cool. Now I will wait for like 30 minutes without knowing if it's here or not. So yeah, now I just need to fold. Uh, an ace king now on the river. You can bet. I think three is the best size. I can also check because now he's clearly going to bet the king. So I'm gonna check. I think check is better. And on the river, oh, I don't think people bluff enough in these spots. So that's tough. I think it's still need to call. I think I'm gonna fold if you 2/3. I really don't like it. Oh, I can jump, which is sick. What the fuck? That's not a good play. Um, I'm thinking about raising, but I'm gonna call ace queen. That's not good. I'm calling better and I fall worse, so why not? But I don't see the move here. Maybe he wants to let me raise the king queen queen region and re-raise, but that sounds a bit too risky here, so I didn't like his move. Yep. Queen six. I'm gonna fold. Yeah. Did I do like blunder this year with girls? Not too much. No, the main blunder I did. I mean, no. When I got like two dates this year, and there is one where I was like, you know what? Let's not give absolutely, let's not give a shit. And I was not like unpolite or anything. Just I came there like I don't care what happens. Like I really don't care. So I started like not different, but just they just don't care about it. Just here to have fun talking to new person, and it ended well. So conclusion: when I try to do things well, it doesn't work, and like when I don't care, it works. Like Jesus. Anyway, I have times to improve. Also, a bit frustrating to not have any process that works. Like in poker, you want some advice, you ask someone, and you check on the GTO wizards. Or what can I do with curse? There's no GTO wizard. And like all my friends are good at it. Seducing girls are like, man, it's easy. You just need to talk to them. Yeah, you say this because you're a fucking 10 out of 10s. I'm not gay, but like you just look like more than average in terms of beauty guy. So it's easy. You don't really understand. You didn't do the steps, you know. Whereas in poker, if you see someone playing 1K and winning, he obviously starts in lower stakes. But sometimes with girls, not the case. You start higher. Anyway, yeah, that's about. I don't know when I start, but you know, even if you stand for 3 hours, if it stands for 3 hours, I don't care. What else? Yeah, I did also other podcasts. A main problem is I talk. I kind of it's also and it's something I don't really like people to see. Is I'm doing this with my eyes often. Maybe you saw it already, but sometimes you know there's some circumstances I do it literally all the time, and it's not watchable. So I did one interview in France. I did like 10,000 views and something, and I was doing it all the time, but you know, it was like, okay, I don't really care. But for a podcast on my channel, a new concept, I don't really want to have this. And I know we have all bias, like we overthink what people will think about some behaviors we do. And I know most of you guys don't absolutely give a shit, but you know, it's not good for me. Like I don't really like this. It makes me um embarrassed. So I'll do so once. I'll do new concepts this year for the channel. I mainly do videos. Like my goal is mainly to, if you're a professional, let you improve your game and go to the higher stakes. If you're like, and basically my main goal is to make mid high stakes and low stakes player. And wait, I'm going to play with this hand. Yeah, my goal is to help like low mid high, and also there'll be some amateurs and micro guys. Um, my goal basically is to help people improving at poker. It's not really to have subscribers because you don't get anything by having subscribers. Fact is, we need to go for loose open because this guy is a wreck. Obviously, don't do this at home. If this guy is a wreck, it's going to be a really bad open. And Queen 10 now, big blind against small blind on this flop. I'm going to fold. Shouldn't bet too much on this board. If I just, I'm going to check against the reg and call twice. Yeah, yeah. I need to close my eyes and call because there are too many bluffs. And now I don't think he has the ace of hearts super often. I'm just gonna size extremely big here, just to make for all the hertz combos. Yep. And the reason why I think he doesn't have the ace of hearts is mainly because he's going to bet the river. And the most important thing is, for my experience in these scenarios, when they have the nuts, they have an impact on their hands, emotional impact. It may be small, but it's enough not to think that they're going to play nuts in half a second. So, and even if he has some nuts in his range, it's not even his main part of his range. So he will still have enough folds. And some people have 100% fold here in this spot. That's why I took the bluff with my hand. And when I call on the turn, I know this is something that can happen. I have extra fold equity on her. So if it's close, I'm going to call because of this reason, because I can rebluff. And sometimes you can make close call on a turn when you can rebluff, but you need to know what you're doing, because otherwise it can cost you a lot of money. King Queen now on this flop, I'm going to call. Can size up also, but yeah, most people play with small sizing. And on the turn, when he bets, main should be a jam. I think I'm just calling fold because people are not bluffing the river this SPR because they expect to have zero fold equity. So yeah, I can just call and fold. And GG if he finds bluffs. No, obviously never folding now. 10-9 on the turn. Yeah, I should bet this hand is too strong. I can bet bigger also. I'm gonna call. I'm against aces here. Yep. So yeah, I would have fold the river here. And you can have topper, but I don't really care if I think he has no bluffs when I fold. Even if he has cuts, it's not a good point in the thinking process, because if he has cuts, your EV is going to be like, you're going to win like a small amount, and if he doesn't have the cuts, the value cuts, and you're wrong in your analysis, you lose so much. So yeah. And now on the king, how do I play free pair? Interesting. I think I'm going to check. Can value bet. I'm only thinking about small sizing here. Obviously, never a big bet. Yeah. No, I'm gonna check here. Ace Queen of Hearts. Okay, interesting. Pocket 5. I'm gonna fold against free bet. This type of hand doesn't make money. Check your database, and you will see you don't make money with pocket pairs out of position. You just don't. Yep. And even like crushers, like this doesn't make money. Even like the top 0.01% of a pool with this type of fence probably doesn't really make at least a ton of money. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, I'll do soon. I think a format where I explain a little bit where I'm coming from, my parkour. I don't know, it's not an English word. Or just basically my story, because it might be an interesting format. By the way, if you like this type of format, just tell me, because I can do them again. It's actually it's actually better for me. Like no editing. I finished the video. I just do like 2 3 quick stuff. I mean, I ask people to do 2 or 3 stuff. I don't edit myself the videos, and yeah, that's about it. I don't think I will stream again, as said, because it's a lot of time, and I just prefer when my videos are on YouTube compared to like a live one. When it's finished, it's finished. But yeah, I'm also thinking about opening a second channel, and like having a second channel is way more technical and doing only technical content, like only like I review ends with GTO Wizards, uncut, boring format. Because actually, I think a lot of people would like this type of videos. So if you like them, also tell me in the comments. So I'm thinking about doing this, and I know a lot of people asking me, do I plan to do masterclass? Do I plan to sell coaching courses? And I will answer this right after this two ends. So 9-8 here, I'm going to check on the turn. 4-3, I'm going to raise really big. I'm going to explain why. And on the river now on the ace, I'm going to bet for a small sizing, only 1/4 each here. That's enough for what I want him to fold. I didn't bet on the turn because the region that will fall on the river. So I can check fold against the queen. If he size like middle, I can raise because his range will be capped. And on the right, actually, it's a suboptimal sizing, but if you raise his sizing, it starts to fold too much second pair and pocket pair with a hearse. His sizing absolutely print money. And also why you should raise super often in positions for blind against big blinds, because small blinds should do a decent amount of free bet, and in general, people will not do it enough. And if they are not doing it enough, they need theoretically to have a leading range of the turn when you raise, but it's not going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, it means your equity realization will be really high on the turn, on the flop, because when you raise, because if they don't free bet enough and donk enough, it means you're going to see the turn plus the river compared to solver way more, which improve your utilization by a lot, which improves your EV by a lot. So you can do this one. Yeah. So I don't plan to do any masterclass. I don't think I will do one ever actually. I'm not a big fan of the format. Like it's a cool format to improve, but to do with the amount of rigor I put in this type of things, it will take hundreds of hours to do something. Because I would like everything's perfect, every detail's perfect, basically the best. And the thing is, well, I'm a poker player. I'm not a YouTuber. I need to play. I need to focus on my game. I have other stuff to focus on also. So yeah, not easy. Yeah, I'll think about for your second channel. And about coaching courses, I might do I mean, I think I'll do like courses. But what can I do is I'm going to fall back to this end. Okay, while playing a bit deeper, so you can size a bit bigger is fine. Also, same thing. I don't expect people to 5 bet enough ace king, which means you have a tremendously higher equity utilization, and you just win way more money. Here, you can check this with Monker. You just not the out of position range, and you will see that. I think in the coaching, like not the coaching area, but more the um. It's not the coaching area. It's the I don't have the English word in front of me. Let me check this on Google Traduction. Um, it's not mentorship. Let me check on Google Traduction. I don't have the word. Um, no, it's not accompaniment. No, I don't think it's a good word in English. It's not the best word. So basically, I think there are a lot of things people will be really, really happy to pay for not a high price that will give us a big amount of value. So I'm preparing it, and yeah, I'll definitely do something next year. I got a lot of demands and things, a lot of benefits for me to develop this. So and for people also. So it's definitely something I'm going to focus on. I'll not tell you too much what is it. You will see, but this definitely will be really, really great, I think, and really different than everything you actually see on the market. Pocket sixes. Yeah, I talk too much. I don't have a clue about what happened. I think he bet and I call. Maybe I bet. I don't know. And I have no clue. I'm gonna fold. Ace ten now I bet. Mine blocks the call fold region, so it's not the best end to bluff in theory. In practice, if you fold too much the turn, start to be a good end. But with that information, I'm just going to check. I think the play against correct. Yeah, probably don't really care against the wreck. The reason I like to check is because you don't lose when you check on the turn. You can still win the end, and also you can mainly win by jamming because now I represent queens and jacks, and the only strong end he has is fives didn't raise. So I'm gonna jump here and put max pressure to his range, and I really represent jacks right now, so I like it. You can have jacks himself. I think he's mainly going to bet on the river, so I'm really liking my move. Yep, and he falls, of course. As you see, even in the uncut videos, I always fall. Oh, I'm kidding. Pocket jacks here. I'm going to check. Um, I might plan on switch to do an Instagram with Schultz. I'm not a fan of Schultz. I think it's just way too bad for the focus of people. And I have friends like a few of them, of course, but they can't even focus for like 1 minute. Jesus. Like stop watching dumb stuff. Like Jesus. Really unfortunate. I think strong queening size bigger. So he might have to merge the merge region. He doesn't have straight and he doesn't have set, so I can bluff raise, but I only have like 5 seconds left. So GG for your king queen off here. Oh, queen jack off. Yeah. So I wanted to say queen jack, but because they had two jacks, I was like, okay. Yeah, I think if I have more time back and I speak a bit less, I'm actually jamming because you mostly have a queen or cuts. And if he has a 10, it's the same if I call jump. And when I jump, he folds this type of hand. I think his range is over condensed to like bad queen X, like king queen and queen jack. I think he's queen side up on the turn. So I should have jump. If I jump, he falls. But I didn't have enough times to. Well, I had enough time. I didn't use his time well enough to make the call. Yeah. What else I can talk about? Maybe I can answer some question you asked me. Let me check. I start to be tired, but yep. Yeah, 1 minute. I don't have them. I think. Oh Jesus! Because I put a post on YouTube, and some people ask me questions. I need to find it. Oh, wait. I will find it. I need to do the profile pictures again. Wait. Okay. Uh, 6-5. I'm going to free bets. Ace jack. I'm going to check. Let me check. Uh, um, wait. I'll focus a bit on the play. Wait. Uh, 1 moment. Jeez, what? Oh yeah, I have the questions perfect. Finally, I answer some questions that you guys asked me. Okay, we have a big sizing on the turn. I'm going to call super condensed towards 6 here. Can you have pocket 7 his sizing so I can size 2 blinds and value that? Let's do this. 6-5 here. I'm going to bet small. I'll do high. Yeah, I'm gonna bet 1/3. I think check is probably better. But yeah. Sevens. I know them too well. I knew so much at sevens. So I like to depolarize, not to get raised. So yeah, I should have predicted the shoots. Better to the card is too easy, but I need to know the shoots. Exactly, which is of course not possible to guess. I mean, you can guess sometimes if she has like if she has a hurt one towards horn the ball, maybe, but otherwise you can't guess. Just pure like so. What would you recommend for students 50, 100 and players? So most of you that follow my channel are playing these takes. who are looking for guidance but cannot afford top quality coaching. I think the thing I will propose will be absolutely insane value for people in this type of situations. I don't want to talk too much about it because I need to finish everything. Um, but yeah, that's really my answer to this question. Otherwise, try to find someone that like to exchange about ends and place higher, and you will improve playing this way. I mean, doing something with him. Just I need to sleep. How much can you realistically earn from 100 or 200 NL? And do you think people smart enough to beat poker could earn more money working in finance, HTF, systematic hedge funds, commodities trading, etc.? That's a really interesting question. Um, I think you need to think about sets relation. Like if you are in one set, uh, how much there is chance that you're in another set. I'll explain what I said. I'm going to bet but if you're in a set of people strong enough, I mean, smart enough to beat 200 NL, which doesn't mean if you don't beat 200 NL, you're not smart enough. Um, King 10, yeah, I'm going to check because my screen is too laggy now. Yeah, it's not on purpose, but yeah, just make me check. I didn't click on bet because sometimes when it lags on the turn, you click on the bet, means bet on the river, and I need to think about my sizing. I'm gonna bet top spot here and call a raise if you raise. It's going to be a bluff. Yeah, I'm gonna snap call. Sorry, I need to think about it. I don't want to think. I just want to call and win, and I lose. She's like, I got fuck this time. GG. Yeah, actually, the thinking is like the main flushes she has are like ace, jack, ace, queen. I think he raised them on the flop, the combo draws. And on the river, he mainly bets because my range is like check back heavy. So I thought he's going to have way too many bluffs. I actually like my call. I should have think about it. I'm just tired. The video is too long. I'm talking, so I'm like, I'm going to call whatever, but don't do this at all. It's just bad. You need to always think about what you are doing. It's really important. In this sizing, I'm going to call. Setting it too small. So yeah, just don't do this. But yeah, I was tired. I'm still calling this spot, and I still like the call in this exact situation. Just sometimes you lose normal. 8-6 here. I'm going to fold. Get the size. You can call against smaller size, but I thought start to be a fold. So that's a really interesting question, but it needs to. So yeah, if you are in the set of people strong enough to beat poker, is there a significant chance you are in other sets where you can win money by doing something else and more money? I think it's not about only winning money. It's about doing something that you like. I mean, it sounds a bit cheesy, but if I would work in finance, I will literally hate my life because I will have someone that gives me orders. I will work until 2. I mean, it's a cliche, but I don't want this. I want freedom, and I play poker because I wanted freedom, and that's the main goal to play poker. Actually, I'm going to raise, be close. Yeah, let's play tight and fold this one. So yeah, it really depends, and of course, if you can win in 5K now, you can do a lot of things, but you can also play in this pool, you know. So it really depends about what you want to do. But I think poker is really great way to learn life. It's in terms of decision taking, risk awareness, emotional stability that you need. You really learn a lot. And at first I thought, the problem is like my skill in poker will not be valuable in life, but that's so untrue. 6-5, I'm gonna fold, and then this guy. I don't know why today I can't see. Oh, I need to click on the nickname maybe. Okay, and I call against 2.5, king 5 off. Against a rack, I'm never folding single hand because I expect them not to raise enough, so I can limp all the time. King 5, I'm going to bet directly now. It's really a bad check against a rack because if he doesn't bluff, there are a lot of chances he doesn't bluff either on the turn or on the river. And if he bluffs, it's going to be like only on one street with not too much big sizing. So you need to like go for value directly on the flop. Pocket 9 is going to bet small on the spot. 8-7 going to ESO. Queen of clubs. Interesting. Gonna check. And fold the river probably. I lose. I prefer him betting because when he bets, he has his bluff, and I can jam. He doesn't have Jack 10. He will fold his range. When he check, I'm fucked. I lose. No, I win against 9-7. Okay, should bluff this on the river. 8-7. I bet small on the flop. On the turn, will something not really orthodox. I'll size really small, and I'll do some action depending on his timing on the turn. No, I don't like this size. I think the size is just a bit bigger. Yeah, playing really passive at this point. I'm just folding. No, I like the play. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Can just check and no, I'm a bit oriented here. I think unfortunately need to fold. If he has different stats on his head, it's fine. Yeah, I think it's just a fold, unfortunately. Too many full houses. And people can just fold with this type of hands and call the 6 region. So the bluffing region is really narrow to what not too many hands. So I'm finding the fold. Queen 10, I'm going to check on this board. You can play big or check. On the stern, I'm going to check again. And on the river, I'm going to check again. If you bet, I'm folding. Yeah. Oh, the question. Jesus. I was thinking, but I forgot something. Yeah, usually it's like 7 p.m. is the time I sleep. So yeah. Anyway, so how much can you realistically earn between 3 and 6? I mean, 6 if you play 200 NL, so some good months, and if even 3 if you play 100 NL. Depends a lot on the sites. I really advise you not to play on EG. If you can have access to the sites, if for example you have your Chinese, you don't have access to other big sites, it's okay. But if you have the choice, I think you should really avoid these sites. I'm playing there mainly for content because if I want to play high stakes, also there are not too many options. But yeah, basically needs to be really careful. Yeah. King Jack here. I'm going to bet output. I think it's a good size. If you raise, I'm folding, and if you call, I'm value betting always the river because I have the best 10. You flat the small blind, lead small. I beat everything that doesn't raise. When he 10 calls, a bit different, so but still value betting the river. So yeah, around this, have you see your future path being a poker pro? I think it depends. If it's like 10 years, 20 years, 5 years. I think in 4 or 5 years I will play poker, but I will play extremely high. It's a goal to play extremely high in live games and stuff. So yeah, that's the main goal. So definitely yes, and I'm definitely motivated to be one of the best, maybe the best. We'll see because big difference between being top 5 and top 1 for a lot of time. So yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I would say yes. I'm still passionate about this game. Of course, my motivations are different because at first I wanted to be free, and now I'm free. But I'm beating the stakes I want to beat. I'm like okay, what's next? And what's next is just playing higher stakes. So that will come. Profitable big blind against button, check raise, flop, and barrel range, and general aggressiveness from big blind. This question is way too general. I can't answer it. The thing I will advise you is to compare what you think people are calling and what the GTO wizard is calling on the flop, and see what deviations you can make on the turn. But this requires a full video, so maybe I can do this a video on my second challenge, if you will like it. Anyway, 10-8 off here. I'm going to fold. Biggest stack played, biggest pot played. The biggest pot I had is on my Instagram stories. No, I think I don't have. It was on my last account, not the new account, but it was basically like 31,000 or something. Yep. I play also 140k pot, but like two guys covered me, so it was three-way all-in. It's not really 40, but yeah, the main it was 31. So it was kings against ace six against ace jack, and of course I lose them. In general, it sounds weird what I'm going to say. King jack, you can go either way. I'm going to bet something like half pot on the turn. I'm going to say something really weird. If you broke with kings pre-flop and one guy called with a6 and you are in Asia, you lose. You lose. That's the end. Anyway, yeah, I was winning, but Nace was coming on the rear. I mean, anyway, I got wrecked. I will do video maybe what time like how I did this because it's pretty interesting. And what's incredible is the guy putting me in the game. You didn't even know it was scam, which is the craziest part. I'm going to bet standard here, like 3/4 is fine. Okay. Cool. Ace queen of hearts. Jack 7. Wow, what a cooler. Yeah, he can do anything. 8-6. Geez, I want to defend. I'm not going to defend. I'm going to respect the ranges. So the biggest stakes was 10k NL. I play literally one end in 10k NL on GG. I play like some 10k NL in Club GG this year. I played one, or maybe I can like review the 10k game I played on Club G. Might be interesting. I still have the video, I think. So first 10 in 10k NL. Limitless open the button. I'll put the ends in the editing if I found it. I mean, yeah, limitless open the button. Clean off cold small blind. I squeezed. Button fold. Clean off jam. I had ace queen off, so I call all the time because small blind is never going to flat with ace king. He had sevens. We won twice. I lost twice. First 10 of 10 NL. I was like, Jesus, what an unlucky guy. Yeah, online is the biggest, and in live it's a 10-20 I played in Philippines. That was clearly the best. Like everybody has 20k on the table, between 10 and 20, not always 20 at the end of the night, but yeah, I would say it's the biggest one in live I played. Ace 8's check. I never got stacked in lives, so obviously I can't play like crazy stakes, but I'll come to it anyways. Stacker or not, I'll come to this. Daily routines, daily learn, study percentage, week, months, how many hours study, play in NL5, 50, 200. Interesting, a lot of questions I'm going to answer. Tony Sop, I'm going to fold against Tony Sop. So I have a few daily routines. I think I will do a whole video on this actually. So I'm not going to answer the question too much. Instead, I'm going to. I'm gonna call. Okay. So I'm not into routines too much. Like I like to do the same things over and over, but I don't like have specific things I do at a specific time. And for example, I don't have. This is super weird. She's super polar. I'm gonna fold. I think it's the queen or five too much. Ace-10, I'm going to bet on the turns, monetary bets, main sizing is 3/4. So yeah, in terms of daily learn study routine, A7 fold. I don't know what the white tag means. Yeah. I'm studying like 2 hours a day in average, like restudying, not training. Um, you know what? I will do World video. So, yeah. H5 here. I'm going to bet 1 third on this flop. Question: what is EV distributions? One of my concepts I want to talk about because it's I don't like to even talk about it because like every time I hear someone saying, "Oh, I have one concept. This is so huge, but I can't tell it to you." I don't like this, so I don't want to do the same. So I'm willing to talk about this one day, like openly, but for moments I'll only talk about this in private. And the main thing is, I really don't want people to uh rob the intellectual property of this. That's the thing I wanted to say before. So I'm doing the steps to like have it in France and also internationally, so I can be the one teaching it and teaching them because it's more part of a certain concept. So I'm not gonna talk too much about it. Okay, let's find other questions. Um, let's find other questions. I don't know. It's been how many times I'm playing, but let's continue. Okay, okay. I need to do more surveys also. Oh, what is this? Oh, let's go. Nice. There's so much big blind. What the fuck happened? Yes. So there's a lot of blinds. Maybe it's actually standard. I don't know. Yeah, let's see. I don't know when it starts. By the way, I showed you the stuff with the super users guy. I mean, it's crazy. It's really crazy. Like that something like this can happen. Like it's actually the same thing as a guy robbing a bank. That's the same. That's really crazy. Anyway, so when does it start? 7. Okay, we'll start in a minute. It starts to be really fun. I never won this one. I only do some like ETMs. Yeah, let's see if we got lucky on this one. Do we cover everybody? Yeah, we cover everybody, so we're not going to be out. That's really cool. 9-8, I'm gonna fold. I'm looking for the questions. I don't know where they're all. Jesus. King I'm going to open 10-8 free bet. Okay, let's go. Let's see. 10-9 off. Okay, we play only the 10. We still play the 10. We still play the 10. No. Okay, well, actually we were 9. Oh, that's huge. Actually, we split with this guy. Yeah, I mean that's actually really huge. No, we literally win this. Let's go. That's a big one. Let's go. An ace or a 9. Why I'm so hyped about this? I'm just going to win like 40 like every time. That's nice. Okay, let's go. King 9, I'm gonna bet again. Let's go. We're extremely high here. We're not even first. Okay, the guy folds. Uh, okay, I have other questions. Perfect. From 1 year ago. Ugh. Please explain about EV distribution concept. No, so I already answered that. How to find your leaks and spots you need to work on the most? I think you need to not necessarily have a coach, but like have someone who can help you, like a mentor, for example. But obviously, the best is having a coach. I think it's the most important. Pocket jacks going to broke against pocket queens. No, pocket kings. I think she has kings, kings of hearts, king of spade. No, he. Oh, she has a bluff. Okay, interesting. Oh, wait, wait, wait. No, no, I want to see the tournament. Jesus. Oh, I wanted to see the table. Okay, let's see. So yeah, I think you will find them mostly by like you play the 1 hour session, you send it to one guy and he helps you reviewing it. Yeah, that's the main thing. By the way, I need to note something. Aces, I'm going to free bet now. Okay. If I'm just waiting for people, I don't know. Okay. Anyway, look at the aces now. I'm going to check on this flop. I'm loving so much in delays. I'm so glad to have volumes also. Days one. Oh, okay, need to wait. He's such an addict guy. I'm going to put aces in the check calling region here. You all raise often, the overburst. Aces in the call often. Mm, I'm gonna make them bluff more. I'm gonna snap call. I always 10 calling spots, so let's try to snap call. Please put the third one. No way I'm folding. He's value betting jacks the same way, so I'm never folding the river. Not even thinking about folding. I'm just snap calling. Maybe he's a bluff more when I snap call. Yeah, just take my money. I'm never bluff. I'm never folding the spots. I don't want to fold. just take the money. No, I mean there's absolutely no way he can fold in spot. Like even if he doesn't bluff, like you still have like jacks, queens. So yeah, no way you fold. You need to have like extremely good, like you just withdraw at this point to fold this. So we have a lot of questions again. I'm a bit tired, but I'll continue the video for a moment. So how does your poker journey starts? Usually I just wake up. I just watch my phone for like 20 minutes. Yeah, I know it's not like the best routine in the world, but that's just the way I am. I don't know why I have this like, by the way. I really hope the video is still working. Sometimes it cuts the video also. But yeah, basically, I'm just watching my phone. Okay, GG completely bugged. Okay, gonna start again. You know what? No, let's not start. Let's put this in the big screen and let's stop the recording. Yeah, and let's put the big camera. Yeah, let's go. Let's finish like this. I think yeah, the luminosity is not the best, but anyway, um, maybe it's terrible. I don't know actually. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I just watched my phone. It's a bad habit. I need to change. After that, I just start for a walk, and after I like work on the things I need to work on, or like play on GT Wizard or play basically. Uh, what makes you become a mistakes player from mistakes? No, I will play. I don't like when my head is so big. Okay, let's put GG again. So I think it's repetition mostly. When I start playing mistakes, I already have like a really decent level directly, so it was really not so difficult to move in mistakes. It took times. When I first crashed 100 NL, 200 NL, Going to 600 now, it was a bit difficult at the beginning. I think you just need to repeat, see what other people or strong people are doing, and just do the same thing. Okay, let's come back officially now. So, yeah, it's really tough to answer this question because it depends on a lot of factors. But the main thing is you need to exchange with people that play higher. Poker is a game where you learn mostly by you learn mostly with humans. In some area, it might be different, but in poker you need to exchange, talk with other people. So that's the thing that is the most important, I would say. Queen three suit, I'm going to call. Which poker player you think is the best, which is the most interesting? The most interesting is Stefan. I played against him, by the way. The video will be released, I hope soon, in 1K. I don't know why he played 1K. He's interesting because he does some great things. The problem about like going for the explore all the time is you get exploitable, and sometimes he does moves that are need to be done at like really low frequency, and I know he's going to overdo it, so it's exploitable. But sometimes he does some really sick stuff that brings him a lot of money, especially against Reg. So this is definitely like a top tier player, and I'm gonna raise kings. King four. I'm gonna call. I don't really like the call too much, but even if he's like two kings oriented, I'll still call because I can bluff diamonds. When diamonds come and he check the turn, I can bluff my ends, for example. I'm going to bet king is really big now. He's not going to fold the queen. If you raise, I'm folding. Okay, and on the river, I'm gonna check king four. Okay, he checked pocket three. Interesting. Let me focus with kings now. Okay, jam is bad. I think pot is too big. I think 3/4 is too big. I think half pot is decent, but I think the best size is something around that. Let's see. If he jams, that's absolutely a snap fold. Pretty unfortunate. If you start thinking, it's different, but I'm still folding all the time. Okay, he fold. Interesting. I think he fold the queen. Yeah, I like my sizing. If it's not too big. Well, maybe you can size a bit smaller, like 26, 23, 24. But we are in this zone. It's great. Here, checking is terrible, and betting pot is terrible also. So just something around that is okay. Ace king here. I'm going to free bets around this size is good. And which one is the best? I think Maybach Finn is really good. Dutweller is for me is the best. But it's really subjective, and a lot of unknown people are actually strong. So in 5K. So yeah, and Kudinov is strong. Yeah, basically a lot of people are strong in these stakes. Ace King now. I'm gonna check jam here. And if you check back, I'm jamming. Okay, 10-8, I'm going to check again on turn. It's probably a better bet, but I think too much. Now I'm gonna bet big. I think I'm gonna overbet now. She's going to fold, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna jam with this king. Like I can check and jam. I think I will check jam on this spot. Yeah, now should have too many pairs and he will fold them. Because when I check jam, it's my range is ace king. And now on the river, it's pretty complicated because he eyes his queen and like pairs can bet before, but I think I need to jam because queen x can fold. And I just need teams to fold tens, nines sometimes. And the people who are actually checking this on the flop plus on the turn are the one that might fold the most the river. So I need to bluff with my hands also. I make fold the splits. So yeah, I think it's the best move here. And if he has queens or something, GG. So yeah. And also it's tough to get coached by like the top three, top five in the world because all don't really coach. Like Linus is not coaching. And also a lot of guys like Dutour, for example, like probably not him, but a lot of them don't really want to coach me because I have a YouTube channel and they think I'm going to like. I mean, it's normal. It's completely normal. Um, I call it a state here. Also, I wanted you to coaching to know a little bit about MDA because I absolutely never did MDA in A6. Really also in mistakes. So I was like, maybe I can learn some stuff. So I tried to took one guy and he tell me, no, I can't take you because you have a YouTube channel. I understand, but like this type of information are not rare. Is you can find them. So if you tell me this, I will just find it anyway. So it's either like you take my money or someone else will. But anyway, I didn't take the coaching after all. I'm gonna fall here. I think the range is too strong. I don't expect people to have like the random king 10 play this way. So yeah, I'm gonna fall top pair to kicker here. This is a pure bluff catcher. I don't think he's even playing this sizing with ace 8. And if you start having not enough bluffs, like the call is absolutely terrible. So yeah, it's not that bad because you can bluff some rivers, but I think it's a really good fold actually. Once I play with this type of bets. Which part of poker that you enjoy the most? I like the excitement of going all in. I like over betting 15 times the pots. I mean, this type of stuff. Queens. I'm gonna call. I don't really like it. Okay, it's a rag. I thought it was a fish. Okay. We can already fold on flop because the range is two kings oriented. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna fold. Yeah, but I should fold pre-flop if I fold this. That's a really good fold. I can't explain totally why, but the main explanation I can do is to see like how you EVs depending on the scenarios. And the problem here is I think his range is over condensed toward kings aces because everybody will have aces kings. So I'm gonna jump the I'm gonna bet really big here, but not too big. I'm gonna bet 19 here. I want to make fold two pairs here. I want to make fold the yeah, I want to make fold this. I think a bigger setting will be not good at all. It's funny he didn't bet straight or didn't trade it. Understandable when he can have his king. So yeah, I like this part. I like studying the game. I like finding concepts, developing them, etc. But yeah, but this the thinking is I think the range pre-flop and flop is too condensed toward this type of hands, and when he play the half pot, I think the alpha region is too condensed toward his hands, and I don't think enough people have the bluffing combo in the only have the bluff combo in the sizing, and if he has value and bluffs like mine, it's not even that great. Yeah. So GG if you have something like King Queen or stuff, but I think I could call the free bet, so I think he's going to be more on the target side. So yeah, definitely fine with the fold. If you are not a poker player, what things you will do? I have no clue, mate. This is a bad check on the flop. I should bet because flushes bets or check raise. So now I bluff, but I represent less flushes, so that's less great. Now I'm gonna check and lose. Jesus, yeah, that's a bad check. I should bet this flop. I just was focusing on something else. Anyway, I have no clue. I wanted to be pro unballer, unball, yeah, unballer. Specifically soccer with the end. I played a stop at third division, but yeah, I had injuries. And anyway, I didn't really want to do that because I knew you will not win so much money and your career is really short actually. So I don't know. I actually don't know. How is poker futures? Poker futures is absolutely great, and people don't see it, but there are more and more players in some countries. The game is getting more and more popular. The double SOP is growing each year. Like it's going to be good for poker, and of course, in some places or in some stakes, it's more difficult, of course. But overall, the global ecosystem is going well, and in like some small area of the ecosystem it's not going that well. Like online in hashtags, so less volume on my search, etc., etc. But overall, because the market start to become really huge, it's actually great. I think. Have you ever thought about poker's moral problem? Yeah. At the beginning, like I had a problem with that, but like you're playing a game, people accept to playing this game. You're just better than the people. So that poker is actually the same thing as life. When you have a job that someone doesn't have, maybe he doesn't have any job and he's in the street. Doesn't mean you put himself in the street. You just play at a game, the game of life. Some players win, some players don't win. Some players have better starting condition, and some of them not. And that's all. It's just the game of life. And you accept it or not, doesn't change anything. So yeah. If someday something like AlphaGo crushes this game, where to go? It's not going to happen. Like even I'm really not convinced an EI is actually winning 6 marks against the best in the world. When they do the study with I don't know, it's Pluribus or something, they did it with like Chris Ferguson. I mean, type of players are not in the game anymore. And also the people didn't really train too much against the EI. I'm not convinced in 6 marks the EI win for the moment. So let's see what they have. Aces Kings. No, Ace Kings. Okay. So yeah, for the moment it's not the case, and also they don't really not really good against fishes. I mean, I say this, but it's going to happen. Anyway, you can still play poker. People can still play chess and stuff. So yeah, no problem. I mean, if you tell me these are super users, they can literally rob people money on the biggest site in the world. Yeah, this can be a problem. But otherwise, no. Okay. Okay. Let me check. Um. Okay. There's all more questions. I'll try to answer them like quicker because I'm really tired. I need to sleep. I mean, the video is really long enough. I don't know how much time. Probably 2 hours, 20, 3 hours. Anyway, do you think it's important to find a group of players to study with? Extremely important. Is it better to find people near your level, or find stronger player group, or find a mentor? Always better if people play higher. But the best is having someone play higher. Excuse me, and someone who play lower, so you can explain what you know, and that's will help you improve at the game basically. Like even if it's not my stakes, um, telling you what I think makes me a better poker player because it's clarify things in my mind basically. Um, is it possible to get to high stakes working by yourself? I'm not sure. Like only by yourself, probably no. It should not be impossible though, but because I was quite alone actually when I worked. I was really alone. So it's not impossible, but not that great. 10 deuce here. With a call, I mean, is not good enough to call, I think, in this position. Important of getting access to MDA, not really important. Maybe the basis if you want, but I don't think it's really important. Like, it's not bad, it's cool, and it can make you improve a game, can let you improve your game, but it's not like insane, right? Okay, 10-9. I think with my nickname, the best move is just to barrel out and just opt for a call and just free barrel. I think it's the best because I'm going to get too much fold equity when I check raise, so you want to bet. And when I check, I expect them to bet and bet enough. Yep. So yeah, not really important. If you observe a villain well enough, you have like your read against this profile has a better accuracy than doing like MD play, basically. What do you rather, pure or cloud solvers like G2 Wizard? I mean, G2 Wizard is so easy to use, like it's way better than pure, just because it's. I mean, when I first started the game and you wanted to work on the small blind against big blind situation, was taking hours, and now it takes like 3 minutes. This is the like revolution, but in some way. Which type of learning improved your technical game and understanding the most? Clearly theory. I think theory is really important. And even if you want to play more like an exploitative style of play, which is actually not really my play. A lot of people think I'm an exploitative player. I'm a max EV player. If my EV, like if I gain the maximum EV in spots by playing absolutely perfectly theoretical or what I know from theory, because I'm not going to play perfectly, I'm doing this. And that's why when you see my play I'm going to open when this going to be playing. When you see my play at 5K now, don't do anything crazy, actually. I don't do anything explore because for me and this guy, it's just better to play close to theory. So I'm playing close to theory. And if I play 200 now and I see a sizing where, from my experience, is going to be two calves or too weak, I'm going to do some call leads. Sometimes I'm going to all bet for spot because the best way to maximize my AV is to do this. And this is referred as exploitative, where for me, it's just I'm doing the best move all the time, and I try to do the best move all the time. But yeah, but theory is really important. And in general, if people say, "Oh, theory is really bad and exploitative is really good," in general, they want to sell you something. If someone tell you that one thing specifically between MDA explanatory is extremely important, way more important than the other are bad, it's just so fun because I want to sell something. Because if you're a nest, all three are important. And some of them for me, of course, are less important. I think there is one of the most important with exploitative, and MDA is a bit less important, but it would be dumb to say MDA is not useful. At least at the basis. Okay. Not a bad check with a7. I think he gains more by betting. Okay, just gonna fold. Quickest way to get from mistakes to high stakes. There is no quickest way. I think you will need to find a course that helps you doing this. But there is no course like this in the markets. And I don't think there will be one day, because for doing it, you need to win any stakes. And if you're winning any stakes, why will you a masterclass? I mean, you can, because it's great to have different sources of income and to do something that's different than poker, a very YouTube channel. But a lot of times the niche is quite small actually, so you will need to size extremely high, which means you're going to have not too much clients, etc. So yep, and no like quick way. So say check 5 here. I'm going to call on the turn. I'm gonna call on the river because on the turn he tells me I have like not a really strong hand, and now on the river he tells me he can bet against this specific holding, which I don't really believe. He's going to have some a6, but I don't even think ace juice size this way on the turn plus the river. So he has mainly 9x now and draws, and he for me has way too many complete roundaments, so I'm gonna call and I'm gonna lose sometimes, but I just only need 25% of the time. 25%. So yeah, I lose this time, but I think the call is really fine. Again, this type of guy can just bet two randomly here. King Queen, I'm gonna call. How much edge does your memory skills give you? Is there any way to improve memory? There are some ways, but I did it because it was fun for me, and And do I bluff with king queen? I don't think so. I have all the king 10, queen 10, 10 9. Not 10 9 straight. I think it's too easy for them to overcall. I'm gonna check. I'm going to bluff this. Okay, G. I'm gonna bluff everything else on king queen. But 10 is going to be too small. Tremendous edge because if you give me a sim and like 2, 3, 4, maybe sometimes between 5 and 8 months later, if I check at something specifically in the sim, I can tell you the answer. And it's not difficult. I just have this memory, so it really helps me to just learn way faster than other. We got 10 is gonna fall, 6-5. Usually I fall. That's the end of the video. I want to play pot, so I'm gonna make the close call. Okay, I think it's all. Let me check. Oh, there are some other one. No. Okay. Okay. I hope you like this video. It was a really long video. So, few things. For the coaching, if you are interested, you contact me. The second thing is tell me if you like this type of format. The third thing is tell me if you will like a second channel with only like technical things, like you go on the solver. I play, for example, I can do live and explain it only like I can stop from only videos where like for example I stop on one end, we go to the solver, like explain it in detail, etc. etc. Yeah, tell me if you're interested into this, and we will play the last 10 against our friend here. Again, I will link the YouTube channel link. Okay, I will play tricky. I will check back the flash here. I think it doesn't work against good players because, like, for example, if I'm in his shoes, one guy check back, I bet the turn, bet the river he raised. I'm absolutely never calling because I know that he doesn't have too many value in his persuasion and he will not bluff. So it's actually really tricky. So yeah, I'm gonna call queen 5 and just hope he bluffs the river. But here, I don't think he call when I raise. I think he understand. So that's actually a good spot to bluff raise, but it's really tough because if he decides to overcall you, you lose a lot of money with bluffs. I'm gonna raise the river, but yeah, I don't know. He's really thinking about it. Okay, Jesus Christ. What I'm value bets? What I value here? I mean, I don't think he called pocket deuces. I don't think he called pocket threes. I think I have the absolutely best end, except the ace of diamonds. I don't think he called this type of combos too much. So yeah, we have 6-7s. I'm gonna click here. Let's see. He fold. Yeah, that was a bluff. Okay, he had ace 10. I'll show queen. I'll show queen, but I had the value in this time. Okay, I hope you liked the video and see you for the next one. Bye, guys.